What is good, YouTube fam, Bumma Clot, YouTube Familia, what it do? It's your boy, Damien, aka Ross Mindset, back at it. Just got off work, doing my usual thing. Like to make videos, just conjure up ideas during the day and just come up with something, Most of the videos I come up with, man, is usually on the spot. It's on the day, and it's like it's kind of freestyle, It's just me just thinking of stuff. Because I'm an introvert, man. I don't know if y'all could really tell. Obviously, you probably couldn't tell, but I'm an introvert, man. I spend a lot of time just deeply thinking and analyzing everything. And I really just keep to myself because I just be thinking. Like, to some, it may seem like I'm untrustworthy or plotting something, but I'm just really analyzing things, and I can really sense certain emotions. Like, I guess I have a high emotional intelligence too. Like, I just know what vibes there are around, or like when, I'm just aware of things. So, that's just how I am. That's just always how I've been since I was a kid. So, but yeah, back at it with another video. Wanted to talk about something has been kind of prevalent throughout my channel. It's just really, I just wanted to speak on like hood, street, urban kind of culture. I just wanted to just say, or just really talk about like the yin and yang of it, man. How like there's some days or just some times where I just be like really in it, really feeling it. And then some days I just really wake up and or I see something on the news, or, I get into a little scuffle, or, something happens and it just makes me just kind of stray away from it. And it's just really interesting, man. Cause yeah, like some of y'all who've been paying attention or who know me in person or who really know me, cause some people really don't know, dude. I'm from the hood, man. I'm from the trenches. Freaking Sabrani Park, Oakland, California, dude. I mean, I moved out there when I was out of there when I was 8 years old. But it's like, dude, man, I don't know, something about it still resonates within me, to where when I see like graffiti and shit, or when I listen to certain rap music, I just feel a certain way, man. I just feel hyped. I feel like it's me, because that's what I was conditioned to like, or I was conditioned to that's just what I grew up around. So, that's just what I'm just gonna naturally be more gravitate towards too. So it's like, that's still in me, man. Like, people don't get it, bro. It's just crazy, because I don't know, man. If I don't embrace it, I just feel like I'm just off. Like, I feel like I'm incomplete, because I have like different facets or different sides, I guess, and they just make me as a person. Like, I guess you can consider my hardcore rocker side as kind of a facet, my Rastafarian side is a facet, and my hood side, and maybe like my geeky kind of computer nerdy side too, of anime and like video games and shit like that. I just feel like everybody isn't just like one thing. Everybody has like different layers about them, and I just know myself really well. But yeah, I just find it interesting, man. Like, people, because here's the thing, man. The common misconception is like, I hate the hood, I hate black people, and I'm like one of these like token Uncle Tom dudes who are just only hangs around white people, when that's far from the truth, man. I mean, in fact, I don't even like to really explain myself, but most of my homies, man, I mean, I got brothers that are homies too, like especially at work, man, where there's like only a few of us, and we kind of like chop it up, and we like talk about things like what's going on and stuff like that. But most of my homies, man, I mean, most of them are like hippies, and when it comes to like white dudes, they're like hippies and gamers and stuff like that. And I got homies of every race, but most of my homies, or my closest homies, are honestly like Hispanics and Asians, because I don't know, man, I just feel like I can relate to them the most, even though I'm obviously neither of those. But I don't know, spiritually I feel both of them, man, because you can go through my previous videos, man, and you can like see how much of an influence like Eastern culture is. Like, yin and yang and Buddhism and stuff like that. And not only that, like Hispanic culture too. Like, I don't know, I always kind of thought I was Hispanic, but I don't think I am. I don't know, like, because my mom's adopted, man, so I just don't know what she is. I kind of have a theory she's like Puerto Rican or something, but who knows. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, I grew up around Hispanic culture, and I hung around it actually in in middle school, man. That was really when I was hanging around Hispanics, and I was up here in Washington, man, like down in Totem Middle School in Federal Way, or Kent, Federal Way / Kent, because the school's in Kent, but I stayed in Fed. But yeah, I grew up around that shit, man. I was the only non-Hispanic dude at like the group of like Hispanics, and that was just who I was hanging around with at the time. And it's mostly because that's what I grew up around, so it's like I'm kind of already familiar with the culture. So yeah, that's why I tend to bond with those two groups really well. But I bond with everybody, man. I mean, I've honestly beefed more with, obviously, probably blacks just due to proximity. And obviously, if somebody looks like you or something, obviously they're going to feel a certain type of way. But I've beefed with a lot of white people. I mean, I beefed with everybody, and I've loved everybody, man. I mean, I can't say that I prefer certain people more, because you never know who the individual is. You can't just look at somebody and just think, oh, all y'all must be like this, or like that, man. I try not to think like that, but sometimes you kind of, if somebody's like walking a certain way, or they're like talking a certain way, or the vibes are just off, you're obviously gonna assume something. But try not to like assume somebody's about something just because they look a certain way. Like, most people will look at me. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Most people will look at me, and they'll I would think like they won't even like think about Rastafarianism or nothing, man. They'd probably think, oh, he's probably a hood ass dude, or in a gang or something, or he's just a Rastafarian. Either one of those two. I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, I just have this look just for the hell of it. I ain't changing it for nobody. If somebody thinks it's like not what society wants you to look like, or if somebody, see, here's the thing, man. I shouldn't be seen as a threat by just my looks. That's just ridiculous. I should be seen as a threat based on my actions and my vibe and everything like that. It shouldn't be based off of, okay, he like, see, that's the thing that just annoys me, man, is when people look at me and just assume that assume the worst possible thing without even getting to know me, dude. That's been a big issue throughout my life. And that's kind of why I stray away from like hood stuff, like urban culture and hood shit. Mostly because, I mean, you shouldn't feel ashamed, but it's mostly because I got tired of being seen as something I don't want to be. And yeah, you probably shouldn't give a fuck, but it's like, dude, that's not even fair to make an assessment like that without even knowing the person. But nowadays I kind of see it as that's more on them than me. So I don't have to change who I am for them, but it's still, I mean, this is the main point of this video, man. It's just, when certain things go down, when like a rapper gets killed or something, or when shit happens on the news and they got the dude's mugshot and he looks just like me with like hair or like a beanie or something like that, man, that's what makes me want to do what I do, man, because I'm just tired of like this narrative of like we're all threats, we're all gonna do something, just a threat in general, man. I'm just tired. I try to go against that narrative. I don't want to be like the token black guy, but I want to be like an example of change, an example of oh, they're scared, but oh, they spoke to me. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm like all over the place right now, but this is also to say, don't let your guard down. I mean, see, you gotta trust your gut, man. You gotta trust your gut and the vibes, and you gotta really, I mean, obviously when you meet somebody, you're not gonna, I mean, this applies to everybody, but you're obviously not gonna trust them at first glance, but to immediately assume you're in danger based off of appearances alone is what I'm trying to get at. I mean, yeah, you should trust your gut. Yeah, trust the vibes. And usually, niggas out there give off the wrong vibes. But I'm just saying that, and there's like trauma and PTSD and shit like that. But there's still hope, man. There's still, not everybody's like that, man. That's just a small minority. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, man. It's just, sometimes, man, I gotta get away, man. I gotta just do my own thing for a while. I gotta be by myself, because it's cool and all, man. I feel it. I just feel it. It resonates, man. It's just burning within. That's why I made the Instagram with the shadow video and all these other videos, man, because that's what I'm trying to speak about, dude. And I don't know if other people can relate to this, because I feel like other black alternatives are like way to the other end of the spectrum, to where they're like, I guess, grew up in the suburbs, or yeah, they don't know anything about the hood. But I'm one of them dudes out there who's really about it. Not like really about it, but who grew up in that environment, but it's still like, alternative and shit like that. It's like that yin and yang that I constantly speak about, man. It's just, and I don't really meet much people like that. I guess it's because it's just not, I guess people just don't want to stand out or stick out like a sore thumb, or they don't want to look lame to the ladies or their homeboys or shit like that. But I never really cared about that, bro. I still did it regardless, man. I mean, there was a point in my life where that's what I was all about, and it was like, I didn't really understand myself like back then, to the point to where I knew it was inside of me. I didn't really think about this consciously, but when I listened to or back then, every now and then I would occasionally listen to rap, or for example, like Rage Against the Machine, dude. This is what really blew the doors open to like self-discovery, man. When I found out about Rage Against the Machine, that's when like shit was like really, it's kind of like taking an acid trip, and it's like swirling around, and it's finally forming a circle type of shit, bro. It was like, it blew my mind, dude, because there was probably better examples like Linkin Park and shit, but no, it was like mostly because like, and this ain't even about, I'm going off topic, but mostly because not only the music, but the lyricism, the Zach, how he rapped and he was angry. That's just how I felt at that time. And they were talking about shit like, Huey Newton or Fred Hampton, and like Malcolm X references and shit like that, and just like revolutionary shit, dude. And that shit, that's why they're definitely in my top 5, maybe my top 3 favorite bands of all time, because it's just like their message resonates. I mean, I may not agree with everything, because I'm not a full-blown Marxist or communist, man. I'm kind of a mix of like everything. I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but man, dude, that's just an example of like it really awakening something within me, man, of just reminding me of where I come from and what I could be, and I can easily just tap into it anytime if I really need to, in certain situations. If people try to mark me out or punk me out or shit like that, you just gotta remind them, had to do it a few times, man. It ain't fun, but that's just how it is, man. Dude, you're not gonna walk all over me, man. I don't want to hurt nobody, dude, but I'm not gonna take shit, man, because dude, I understand what you're about. I understand what I'm about. So it's just, I'm just trying to keep it peaceful. But yeah, man, I just have to take a break from it every now and then. I know I got a little bit too carried away in this video, but yeah, I gotta take a break from hood shit, man, every now and then, because it's just too much sometimes, man. It's just, I understand it's a struggle, but we eventually gotta find solutions, man. We eventually gotta find a way out of it. We gotta find a way. Well, I mean, while still being about it, it's still cool and all. Like, it's just something about the swagger and the confidence it gives you. But that's the issue, man. Like, all these rap songs is all about just like what's going on in it, and it's not talking about anything positive. That's my main issue, man. It's not talking about solutions or any alternatives or anything like really positive. I mean, some of the conscious shit out there is obviously, but I mean, like, the majority of the shit that's like being pushed and shoved down our throats, it's like it's really ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous how the industries and rappers are profiting off of like keeping people down, man. And that's why I gotta get away from it. I don't really like mess with like modern stuff. I mean, I know about it, I'm aware of it, but it's not like I'm like fully immersed in it. I'm just doing my own thing. But it's just really a reminder that I'm not what you think I am. I'm not like some sellout. I'm not one of these dudes who like, I'm like the only black dude in like a group of like non-blacks and shit like that. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I've never like really tried to seek approval from a particular group of people, man. I just do my thing, and people that are in my circle, I'm like a fucking like, or I'm fucking like Saturn or something, man, to where, or like a planet to where people just orbit around me, or people just come to me, man. I don't force anyone into my life like that. Like, if you don't want to be a part of my life, or you don't fuck with me, man, I mean, it is what it is, dude. I mean, I don't really, unless like we know each other for years and we were cool or something like that, and even then, man, it's like nowadays it's just like, bro, if you take it or leave it, you know, because I got better things to be focused on, to be worried about what somebody thinks or if they like me or want to be a part of my life or not. So, but yeah, man, I don't want to go too deep into this video. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I mean, I kind of ranted on about shit, man, because I just be freestyling, basically, man. I just be trying to get what's out of my mind, just get it out and get a point across, really. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. To really recap, man, I mean, it's cool to be about it and be about that life. Not really, though. There's a yin and yang to it, man. I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like, dude, man, I mean, there's some things that you gotta take from it, but there's also things that you gotta take away from it, as in like not try to get too deep into like the whole gang shit, you know, the whole you know, I don't like the whole consumer culture. Like, me personally, I mean, I rock a chain, but it's just this shit, man. It's just some like Rastafarian like yin and yang type shit. But that's what I'm trying to say, man. It's like, it's there, but it's like not there. That's the whole point of like yin and yang, man. That's what, it's not just for show, dude. It's really like everything I do, including this channel, including what I wear, and like my hairstyle, the glasses, every single thing has a meaning, a purpose, man. It's not about trying to be like anybody else, man. It's about being an individual and having your own timeline and not being like, you know, another cookie cutter clone or nothing like that. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, y'all. I've been meaning to say this, or say this in the beginning of my videos, but please, if you are a subscriber, well, first of all, please subscribe to your boy, but also follow your boy on Instagram, Ross_mindset. It ain't really on nothing special, but you know, I just like to be able to get to know people a bit more, because I'm basically sharing my whole life on this shit. So it's like, if you're really following me, man, it's like, I'd like to know who's following me. Probably some people out there are like watching and they're like plotting, but you know, I just comes with the territory. But yeah, follow your boy on Instagram, Ross_mindset, man, and like, comment, share the video around, and till next time, y'all, peace.